Greeting our Hebrew Israelite brothers and sisters. This is the high priest, A.O.D. Smith, the Watchman in the Wall. Family, as always, grab that King James, but first and foremost, I want to give a shout out to the whole family, the Israel. That being said, family, we're going to get right into our teaching, and we're dealing with passing on the goodness of the Most High God from generation to generation, and that we should teach our children. And it tells us, teach our children, but we can see clearly that this has been suppressed. It has been stopped because now there's another God that is running rampant through the black community, and the black community does not know about the Most High God of Israel. And those that think they know, they are confusing him with the one that is in our community, that they are the same, and that couldn't be further from the truth. But anyway, family, we're going to go back to the old path. We're going to go back to the true God of Israel, all right? The one that formed us. He is our maker, the one that born us. All praise, all praise. Now, as I stated, I want you guys to think about the reading, listen to the words that are coming out of your mouth. And I know that the Most High will give you a clear understanding. All right? Now, we're going to begin with verses... we're in Psalm 71. Let's look at verses 16. Let's look at that. Let's read. It says, I will go in the strength of the Lord. I will make mention of thy righteousness, even of thine only. Nobody else. Nobody else. I'm going to make mention of you. To who? My children. To who? My neighbors. See, I'm passing it down. O God, thou hast taught me from my youth, and hitherto have I declared me, said, thy wondrous work. Now, also when I am old and gray-headed. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Now he said that in the earlier verses, you have what? Taught me from my youth. Now I am old and gray-headed. Just like me. See all that gray hair right there? See that? Look what he says. Oh God, forsake me not until I have showed. See, I tell y'all, I ain't gonna stop. I ain't gonna stop. Ain't no stopping me. I ain't gonna never stop. I am not gonna ever stop. Because family, I know he has been with me ever since he put me inside my mother's womb. Even before then, he was with me. I mean, he carried me through all these years. And he's still carrying me even as I speak now. I have shown thy strength unto this generation. See that? I ain't gonna stop. No. We're gonna keep making videos, and I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys. And then you can show it to your children. You can speak of the goodness of the Most High God. You can speak of the strength of the Most High God. See that? Not somebody else. See, because we should not be talking about no other God but him. And I just showed you up there. He said what? Only. I speak only of you. Now let's keep on going here. And thy power to everyone that is come. See that? Thy righteousness also, O God, is very high. Who has done great things? O God, who is like unto thee? Nobody. Nobody. Ain't nobody like him. Ain't nobody like him. He's holy. He's separated. He's different. He is the only true and living God. Nobody like him. No, it ain't. Thou which hast showed me great and sore terrible, quicken me again, and shall bring me up again from the depths of the earth. Thou shalt increase my greatness and comfort me on every side. I will also praise thee with the parsley trees, even thy truth, O my God, unto thee, unto you, will I sing with the harps, O thou Holy One of Israel. Y'all see that? My lips shall greatly rejoice when I sing unto thee, and my soul, which thou hast redeemed. My tongue also shall talk of thy righteousness all the day long, for they are confounded they are brought unto shame that seek to hurt me. See that? We'll talk of the greatness of you. Because he's going to deal with your enemies. He is going to get rid of your enemies. Just keep on praising him. Just keep on praising him and calling up on his name. Giving him the praise. He's going to take care of you. Now let's go to Genesis. Let's go back to Genesis. Now watch this right here. All praise, all praise. Let's go to Genesis 17. See, because you have to know what the Most High God has for you. See, you don't know what he has for you, then you'll be kind of missing out, because when he does do things for you, you're going to give it to somebody else that didn't do anything for you. You need to know who is doing all these things for you. Now let's look at Genesis 17. Let's look at verses 6 and 7. It says, I will make thee exceedingly fruitful, talking about Abraham, and I will make nations of thee, and kings shall come out of thee. I will establish my covenant between me and thee. And who? Thy seed. Thy seed. See, we have a covenant. We have a covenant with the Most High God. Forever. We have a covenant. That's why if you don't go back and look up, see, you don't need no other God to come between you and our God. You don't. You don't. God has him a representative that he'll send, that will talk about him, not talk about himself and the Most High God. He's going to talk about the Most High God. Look what it says. After thee, in their generations, talking about us. You see it? Do you see it? It's right in the pages. Their generations. For an everlasting covenant to be a God unto thee and to thy seed after thee. See that? How can you give something to someone else that has nothing to do with you? Nothing at all. You're going to give them praise and honor and not giving it to him. And there he is saying that I got a covenant with Abraham and his seed in all their generations. I'm in covenant with them. I am blessing them, and they don't even see that I'm blessing them. They're giving it to another deity that has nothing to do with anything concerning them. But let us go here to Jeremiah. Watch this right here. All praise, all praise. Now watch this. Let us go to Jeremiah. Let's go to Jeremiah 29. See, this is what you need to know. This is what you need to know, family. But you don't know it. And you get confused and you put it with the New Testament, and it doesn't go with that. It goes with what's back here. Now let's look at Jeremiah 29. 11. Look what he says. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, said the Lord. God said this. Now, when you go back up to the upper verse there, Most High have put him in captivity in Babylon and whatnot. But he still says that I'm going to perform that good thing that I promised you. I'm going to perform that. See, when God makes a promise to you, he doesn't, that doesn't go away. It doesn't. It can't go away because he has spoken out of his mouth. So then what he does is he punishes you and then calls you to come back. And then he fulfills that promise that he made to you. See, that's why we're in captivity. See, so that we can look to him, because Jesus can't help us. Neither Queen Mother or none of that bullshit. See, only the Most High can help us. That's why he says that I promise you this. But when you get over there, with others, talking about Queen Mother promise. Listen, we're not going to get into that. I'm going to stick with the Most High. Look what he says. For I think toward you, said the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. See, we have an expected end. The same way they had an expected end back there, he had an expected end for them. He had one for us too. Every generation have their own expected end. And it's all about the goodness that the Most High God has promised them. Now let us go back here to, let's keep on going. Let's go to Ezekiel. Now watch this right here. Watch this. Let's go to Ezekiel 18. Oh, let's look at verses 13 and 14. Now look what he says. Hath given forth unto us usury, and has taken increase. Shall he that lives then live? Shall he not live? He hath done all these abominations. He shall surely die. His blood shall be upon him. Now lo, if he what? Beget a son. See this? Are y'all with me? If he beget a son that seeth all his father's sins, which he has done, and consider and do it not such like. That's what I'm talking about. See? That's why we go back. We go back and see what turns they made, and then we say no. That's why it's handed down, so that we will not do any such thing like that. It's right in the pages. But let us keep on going. But you can see here, look what he says. Now, verse 14, now lo, if he beget a son, that seeth all his father's sins, which he has done, and consider, he looks at it, and think about it, and doeth not such things, that he has not eaten upon the mountain, neither hath lifted up his eyes to the idols of the house of Israel, hath not defiled his neighbor's wife. See that? All this right there goes back to what? The two tablets. Talks about graven images. Talks about not coveting your neighbor's wife. Handmaids. Servants, asses, oxen. Then he says, anything of thy neighbor. It all goes back to what? The two tablets. Go back to that which is of old. Right in the pages. And let's keep on going. Now let's go to Psalms 22. Let's knock this out, and then we're gonna call it a day, all right? Let's go to Psalm 22. And watch it right now, family. I'm going to show you now. Psalms 22, 30 and 31. Now watch it right here. A seed shall serve him. It shall be counted unto the Lord for a generation. They shall come and shall declare. Y'all see that? Do you see that? The seed. The generation that come from the seed. They shall come and do what? They shall come and shall declare his righteousness unto the people that shall be born, that he has done this. Y'all see that? That's where we got to do. That's why I'm going back. Telling you, showing you, then now you can tell your children, so that we can all be right and ready and on the same frequency. The same frequency. When Elijah come back, we'll know what he's talking about. We'll understand what he's talking about. All these people talking all this other stuff, they're not going to be on the same frequency what he's talking about, because they have changed his word. They are out saying what they want to say. They have not been sent. They're just out saying something just because you know something. Nobody told you to go and tell anybody nothing. But you can look at Jeremiah. Jeremiah was told to go and tell somebody something. He was told that I have appointed you over nations, to root out, to throw down, to tear down, to plant. I did this, not you, I did it. And say, you shall go and speak everything that I have commanded you to speak. See that? But like again, I say, you got everybody out here saying any and everything that they want to say, but you haven't been sent. You don't have a message. You're just saying. I mean, you just out here just. Well, I got knowledge. I'm gonna tell somebody about it. But you can have knowledge of something, but you got to realize that somebody is in control. That's why I said the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof, and all them that live therein, dwell therein. See, someone is in charge. But just because you know something, and you go out here and I didn't tell you. I did not tell you to go and tell anybody anything. So now you are in error. See? You have to be sent. You have to be told to go and tell God's people something that God has told you to tell them. See? And you got to tell them what's going to happen down the road. That's prophesying. You got to tell them what's the end game if they don't do what you have told them that God say do. Then you tell them the end game. You're going to die. See that? That ain't hard. That's simple. It's simple. But you out here, the Neanderthals did this, and they were giants and all of that there. What did that have to do with you fearing God? What does that have to do with you loving the Lord thy God with all your heart, soul, and mind? What does that have to do with you obeying the commandments of the Most High, obeying the laws of the Most High, obeying the statutes of the Most High, obeying the judgments of the Most High? What does that have to do with it? Anything. See, you can have all this information, but it's the wrong information. You need to fear God. See, so having all this information is worthless to you. Because if you don't do what the Most High says for you to do, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. You're gonna suffer for it. So all this information about Neanderthals and all this other stuff and the Dead Sea Scrolls and the tablets, all that is just information. The book of Enoch, all that just information. But do you fear the Most High God? Do you want to do what He have asked you to do? Will you do it? That's what's important. Because a person can have knowledge of something that's just like, grasshopper. all summer long, he's jumping high as a fence post, eating tobacco, eating up all the stuff, you know, and all the tobacco, and he ain't thinking about a fall coming. And you can see tobacco juice all in the corner of his mouth where he done ate up all the tobacco and stuff. As soon as the first frost come, he's dead. See, so you can have all this information, and it does you no good. It does you no good. You need to fear the Most High God and obey His commandments. That's the bottom line. And everything else will fall into place. It'll fall into place. It'll fit just like a hand inside a glove. But anyway, family, we're going to close there, all right? We're going to close. We on the count of three. You ready? 1, 2, 3. One word, one God, one people, one love. Jesus. All praise, all praise. Until our next Sabbath, family, we say shalom. We love you.